Picture a perfect summer afternoon. You've set up a neighborhood lemonade stand, and business is booming. Your recipe is cheap, the line is long, and you are pocketing $1 full in profit on every single cup you pour. But the very next weekend, your sales dry up. You look up and see a new kid hammering together a shiny new stand right across the street. Naturally, you assume this direct competitor stole your customers and your profits. Blaming the kid across the street is the most common mistake in business. While direct competition hurts, it rarely tells the whole story of why a profitable venture suddenly struggles. In 1979, a Harvard Business School professor named Michael Porter made a crucial observation. Long-term success requires looking past the person selling the same product. Instead, profitability is determined by a hidden tug-of-war. He mapped out an idea we now call the 5 forces. He showed that in any market, there are 5 distinct groups constantly pulling at your money, trying to keep those profits for themselves. Keeping your business alive means figuring out exactly who is holding those 5 ropes and learning how to pull back. The first rope is held by your direct competitor, what Porter calls competitive rivalry. When you and the kid across the street fight for the same thirsty neighbors, the easiest way to win them back is to drop your price to 50 cents. You get your customers, but your profit margin vanishes. To stop fighting over pennies, you have to offer something the other kid can't copy easily. You set up shade umbrellas and play upbeat music to provide a relaxing experience. Because people value that vibe, they'll happily pay full price, even if the competitor is cheaper. High profits attract a lot of attention. The second force is the threat of new entrants. Building a wooden box and buying lemons requires almost zero money or skill. Since it is so easy to start, your early success will instantly spawn a dozen copycats along the sidewalk. To keep them out, you build a barrier. You invest your profits into a massive professional juicing cart. By buying in bulk and pouring faster, your cost to make a single cup drops to almost nothing. A newcomer with a wooden box simply can't match your speed or your low prices. Defeating your direct rival means making your cup of lemonade special. Keeping newcomers away completely means building a machine they can't afford to replicate. Look at this bar chart showing your profit margins to understand the third force, the bargaining power of suppliers. When the local grocery store manager realizes you are entirely reliant on their lemons, they can double the price of their fruit. That rising cost expands upward, crushing your profit to a tiny sliver. To take back control, you diversify. You start buying your lemons, sugar, and cups from 3 separate farmers markets. By spreading out your purchases, no single vendor holds the power to dictate your costs. The fourth force stands right in front of you, the bargaining power of buyers. Imagine a crew of construction workers walks up. Because they are buying 30 cups at once, they demand a steep 50% discount. They have power because losing that massive order would seriously hurt your daily sales. To keep them happy without gutting your prices, you introduce a loyalty program. You hand out punch cards offering a free cookie after 10 purchases. They feel valued, they keep coming back to you instead of the kid across the street, and you maintain your asking price. A lasting business acts like a fortress. You have to guard the back door from the people selling you raw materials and guard the front door from the customers demanding heavy discounts. You've secured your supply, locked in your buyers, and outsmarted the other kids. Then you hear music playing. The fifth and final force has arrived, the threat of substitutes. The substitute is not a rival lemonade stand. It is a completely different product that solves the exact same problem for the customer. On a blistering afternoon, a cold popsicle from a colorful ice cream truck cools down a neighborhood kid just as effectively as your drink. You can't beat an ice cream truck on temperature, so you focus on what it lacks. You change your pitch, reminding customers that a sugary popsicle leaves you feeling sticky and thirsty, while real citrus lemonade genuinely quenches your thirst. Often, the biggest threat to your livelihood sneaks up from an entirely different industry, offering an alternative way to get the job done. If you zoom out from the neighborhood sidewalk and look at the global economy, you see these exact same pressures at work. Every multinational corporation on Earth is fighting the same tug-of-war. Airlines struggle to make a profit largely because of massive supplier power. They have to buy their jets from only 2 main manufacturers, Boeing and Airbus. With so few options, those dominant companies can charge a premium. which squeezes the airline's margins before a single ticket is even sold. To defend against buyer power, tech companies build a web of interconnected products. Once all your photos, apps, and messages are locked into one brand system, leaving for a competitor becomes a massive headache. They protect their margins by making it inconvenient for you to switch. And substitutes constantly reshape travel. For a quick trip between cities, a high-speed train replaces a short-haul flight. It skips the airport security line and delivers the passengers straight downtown, solving the exact same travel problem with a completely different vehicle. Porter's 5 forces is a map of the battlefield. By identifying exactly who holds the power in your market, you stop reacting blindly to the stand across the street, and you start building a resilient business designed to last.